guys, welcome to Marketo Mondays. This is going to be a new weekly video series where we focus on tips, tricks and best practices for the Marketo platform. Episode 1, we're going to look at productivity and 5 different ways we can do things just to speed up your everyday workflow and hopefully save a lot of time when you're using Marketo. Okay, let's jump in and take a look. Okay guys, this is a real simple one. Use Google Chrome. If you're not using Google Chrome, download it. google.com/Chrome. It's just a lot smoother. Everything just works a lot quicker in Google Chrome, and there's less chance of things becoming laggy or unresponsive. Okay guys, if you followed along the last tip and downloaded Google Chrome, you're gonna love this next one. It's a plugin for Google Chrome called the Web Developer Toolbar, and I use this every day for a variety of things, some of which I'm going to show you now. So we have a Marketo landing page here, just pretty basic one. But what you can do with this Web Developer Toolbar, for instance, is come along to images. So sometimes you might get asked what the image size is, or you need to replace this image, and you know, you're right clicking and trying to click save image as to see if the size is maybe included in the name, or you're going to be going to inspect element and doing all this kind of stuff to try and measure the image and see what it's coming up as here. So 984 by 351. What I do is simply click on the Web Developer Toolbar, go to images and view image information. This loads up another pane with all the images from that page, and I just scroll to the one I want, and there's the width and height and a link to the image. So it's really simple. It just takes away all the hassle of trying to use all those other inspect element features and navigate through code. So you can use it for that. Another thing you can use it for is forms. So a lot of time when I'm creating forms or updating forms, I need to find the form ID. Again, traditionally you're going to go to inspect element, and you're going to start hovering around here and playing around trying to get the form ID. So with this toolbar again, you just go to forms and display form details, and there you go, Marketo form ID. Straight up, these are the fields, and this also highlights the hidden fields in the form. So this is a great way of checking if there's UTM parameters going to get captured on a form. You can just use this feature. Another thing you can do with this forms tab is view form information, a bit like the images. Loads up another tab in Google Chrome, and it will give you all of the IDs for the forms, their names, the type of field. So here you can see the UTM parameters here, and they're all hidden fields, buttons, select boxes, their values and their labels, etc. So this is really good for just double checking forms. There's lots of other features in this toolbar. In the miscellaneous, there's a ruler. Sometimes I need to just measure things, maybe get a width if I'm building a form, a rough width of where I'm going to put the form. So it's great for that. And let me see, outline tables. So if this was an email, this is really good as well. If you're designing emails, you can outline the table cells and element tags, etc. There's lots of CSS features here as well. Disable inline styles. This is something that I would use, so it lets me check straight away whether or not I need to be looking in a CSS file or on the page for the styles. So if you're wondering where to get this toolbar, go to the Chrome Web Store and search for web developer toolbar. Web developer toolbar, and it's going to be one from Chris Peterick. It will definitely help speed up your day. This next tip is going to be a quick one, and it's basically use the right click feature when you're navigating around Marketo. So many times I see people going to like a smart campaign and then they go to the flow section, and today this is actually relatively quick that it's working. Sometimes this can be slow, but instead of doing all this navigating, I'm going to go to the members tab here. It's just a lot quicker if you just right click on the program, view members, go straight to it, right click on the smart campaign, view flow, go straight to it. This can save you maybe 10-15 minutes a day if you're in Marketo for hours and hours every day working. Over a week and over a year, that all adds up to a tremendous amount of time. So just start testing this and getting used to using that right click feature. I don't need to spend much time on this one. Basically everyone suffers from having dozens of tabs open when you're working with Marketo a lot, and something I see is, you know, you're working in a program and suddenly you need to upload an image into this like GS test. So you go here and you go to Design Studio, but Design Studio doesn't open in a new tab and you've just lost the program you were in. So after you finish uploading your image, etc., you have to go back to marketing activities or click back to try and get to that GS test and then search for it again, and it can be a pain. So what you should do is in the morning when you come in and you set up your Marketo, pick a tab and go to the Design Studio, and once you're in the Design Studio, pin the tab. So right click on it and click pin, and you'll see it jumps to here. Now that won't move from there, that will stick there all day, and it just means from now on, anytime you need the Design Studio, you just come to this first tab. You can also do this with maybe your marketing activities tab. Keep this pinned as well, and you've got your two tabs pinned for the day right here. So anytime you need to navigate your folder structure, or anytime you need to add an image, you just go to one of these first two tabs. Okay, we are at tip number 5, the last tip, and this is going to show you how to find landing pages in Marketo when you've only been given this front end. It'll also show you how to find a form. Inevitably someone is going to ask you at some stage to update a form or a landing page, and you're not going to know where that program exists in your folder structure in Marketo. Either you've got bad naming practices or you've just inherited an instance and you're not sure how to find that program. So I'm going to use the web developer toolbar, which I showed you earlier, but you can also use view page source or inspect element here. So in order to find a landing page, you need to find the landing page ID, and what I do for that is go to here, and again I'm going to go to forms and view form information, and when you do this on a landing page, you'll see there's a form ID and it's hidden, and a landing page ID and it's hidden, and they've got values in them. So for a landing page, this value here, 1140, is what I want to copy. Now if I come into here and I'll refresh this page, so this is the actual program that I'm looking for because I just opened it, but what I'll do is maybe click on something else. So for instance, if I'm here, you come up to the top at the end of the URL where the hashtag is, you're going to type LP for landing page, and then paste that number 1140 and hit return, and you'll see Marketo jumps to the landing page, but it doesn't update the tree. So for that you need to refresh one more time, and this refreshes the entire browser. And when you do that, Marketo will bring you to the exact program and the exact landing page that you were looking for. You can also do this with the form. So if I take the form ID, which is 1059, copy it, come back in here, and again, up at the top, instead of LP for landing page, I'm going to type FO, paste the number 1059, and hit enter. And you can see that's a Design Studio form, and it's just jumped me straight to it. So I can just edit that form. And that's it. It's as simple as that. If you're using a different browser and you don't have the web developer toolbar, what you would want to do here is view page source, and then you're just going to control and find and look for LPID, and you'll get it flagged up, and the same for your form ID. Okay guys, I hope you liked episode 1. Do me a favour and hit the subscribe button if you did, or comment below either in the community post or in YouTube, and let me know what you thought about it. Let me know if you have any ideas for further videos you would like me to do, and just give me some overall feedback. Thanks guys, and I'll see you next week for episode 2.